What's better than one haul? 2 hauls. What's better than one tour? 2 tours in one. Introducing a brand new line of power catamarans. This is Yacht. Today we're going to be showing you something you've never seen before on our channel, and actually not on that many channels. We're going to show you essentially the whole line of Yacht power catamarans, because right now they've got 2 models.
Well, 36. The whole line, what's in the water.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wait, you're giving it away already. Right now they have a 36 and a 41, and we're going to tour both of them in this tour. And there is a larger sister that's coming to the Cannes boat show. I don't know if it's a big secret, but I just revealed it. This brand is part of the Katana group, which has brought us some blockbusters like Bali catamarans that you guys know and love. And this is their brand new venture. This is super interesting. It's got some really cool, unique features. And we just got a preview and saw both of them, and really excited to show you what they've done with this brand.
Yeah, and we start with a smaller one with the 36.
Yeah, and it's built in Portugal.
Correct.
Come on.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with the 36 model.
Yeah.
36 footer. Immediately you see the beam and you kind of go, how is this a 36 footer?
Well, especially when the boom walks down, right?
Well,
it makes it really, really wide.
Exactly. If it wasn't painfully obvious when we started this, they do have this foldable bulwarks on both sides, which extend the beam by more than 5 feet.
Which I think on the smaller platform entertainment targeted boats, family boats and entertaining boats, it becomes almost a standard at this point.
You would think so, but not every single one has that.
True.
So it is something that they do have, they do offer, and since it's a cat, it's already a large platform and it's just that much bigger.
Exactly.
So as we walk through this boat, just remember it is a 36 and it is a lot of volume for a 36 footer.
Yes.
And I think one of the cabins is really gonna be like, what? How is it possible?
Yeah, especially on the 36. So just mention quick here, these are the optional engines with the 400 V10s. Standard is 300 V8s. So we have the upgraded engine package here. And then here is our swim ladder, which is right here in the back. It's a cassette setup, which is pretty cool. It just slides out like this. And it's a very comfortable swim ladder, actually. But also, like we are right now here, actually stern to, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's comfortable actually getting on and off. We're a little bit in an angle, so it is not really perfect representation. If we would be straight back, this is a great spot to actually go on and off board.
Very, very comfortable to do that. So I feel like very often you end up in this really tightly squeezed space between the engines. And for some people, it's even difficult to get their hips through. Like we've been on board of that, and that's something
on monohulls, you mean?
Especially on monohulls, yes. And that's something that you get when you have that much of a platform with a catamaran. It's just that width, that beam, that space.
I can't wait to show you the 41.
Come on.
Okay, so stepping on. Right here in the back, we do have the flip-up little compartments here to tilt your engines up when you're not using them, when you want to have the lower unit out of the water. So we have our transom shower right there, our water fill over there, and then here we have shore power hookup and another water fill here. So we got 2 water tanks, actually, one on each side.
Okay, how do you feel about this cushion color?
It's cool.
It's like, it gives like Lamborghini vibes.
Yeah, it's definitely loud.
Yeah, but it looks cool. I really like it.
Yeah, I mean, the boat color is not that crazy, so it's kind of nice contrast.
I think it pops really nicely. So then we have 2 separate sitting arrangements here. They are equal, and they're set up for you guys to be able to see what it can do.
Ah, look at this. So you can put it all the way down.
Yep.
Nobody's that long.
Yeah, it's
maybe
massive.
if you play NBA, then yes. So these are adjustable, and then this one is reversible.
Yeah, this is a convertible backrest.
Reversible.
Convertible. It's called convertible. Don't confuse me.
I thought it was reversible backrest.
No, it's convertible backrest.
All right.
Yeah, and then
you want to come
demonstrate it.
Okay. So going over here.
So there's a little
I need your help. I only have
Yep.
one hand.
Yep.
Okay. And
convertible backrest.
new boat. Everything is really tight still.
Nice. And then of course we do have a high-low table right here. There's one underneath, there's a cushion on top of it.
Correct.
So I like that you also can make them a bit smaller. There's built-in rails everywhere.
And cup holders as well.
Correct. Cup
Right.
holders right here. And then we do have our transom gates actually on 3 of them.
Yes, because it closes up the space. Once the bulwarks are folded up, you can literally close it completely.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's
now let me
perfect.
quickly show something here on this side. Do you mind taking this?
Oh, I feel like I'm assisting already.
Yeah.
Why don't you close
So-
this up?
Here underneath, we got our water tank here. A little generator too. Come on, let me show this. So you have, first of all, storage space here, of course, batteries there. We have our generator sitting there, a little Onan generator, water tank here, and then access to the aft portion of the hull as well. Some through holes there, sea strainers, and like I said, storage space, air conditioning system, etc.
Nice.
So we have that, of course, on both sides
Yes.
separately.
And let's point out on this model that we do have our sea deck, or what is it called? I always confuse the two.
On the fold downs, yes.
Yeah, is the name of it,
I don't
right?
know if it's SeaDeck the brand, but it is something like SeaDeck, yeah.
Yeah, so it's an option that obviously you can do because the 41 doesn't have it. So that's something you guys can see how it can look, and there's versions of that. So now on to the entertainment bars. We do have a sink right here. There is a drawer fridge right here. Then there's another drawer fridge right here. Very nice. You can close this up. And then on our starboard,
Yep.
we do have a barbecue grill right here. Plancha, they would say in Portugal. And of course, storage underneath. And this is for your utensils.
Fantastic.
Quite nice.
Yes.
Very tall here. Check this out. This is
Yep.
about 6'7", I would
Then we
say.
do have a retractable awning here, which is obviously not extended right now.
That's a fantastic feature. That is so nice to have. This is very, very large. We'll show it to you on the 41. It's huge. I mean, it literally gives sunshade to this whole area right here. And then you do have a soft enclosure.
Soft enclosure all the way around and nicely integrated speakers as well.
And the soft enclosure is standard, and it's really nice to have on both models. And the design, we were kind of debating. You guys put in the comments what you're thinking, because I think it has a functional feature. Rico thinks it's more of a design feature. So I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are. But look, on both sides, we do have these
Raised bulwarks?
raised bulwarks, but it's glass right here.
Uh-huh.
You still can access your cleat right here to tie up. But I do think that this gives you a little bit of a wind protection.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Like, we would
You
have
think it's
to.
just a design feature?
I think it's just a design feature.
I'm very curious. Put in the comments what you guys think. But we will ask the brand, and then we'll also write it in the comments for you guys so you know what they said. But we have a bet going because Rico
Okay.
says it's just design.
So then, just showing you quickly the difference. On the port side, we have a raised side deck,
Yes.
3 steps up.
Yeah, guys know I'm a big fan of these because it makes it so much easier to get on and off the boat depending on where you dock.
That's true.
Super comfortable.
Well, let me show quickly comparison. The starboard side. There we go. We have 1 step up, and then a more deeper sidewalk.
Yeah, exactly. So this is more comfortable. Walk around. It's safe, very safe to do that. And then of course that is really nice if you're like getting on and off the boat. You can step up.
Well, since we're already here, might as well talk about the bow.
Yeah, exactly. So here, look, there's a couple of steps up right here. And
Oh,
that's
I
when
see.
you end
Okay,
up
that makes
here.
sense.
Yeah, it's very cool. So it doesn't go all the way straight
Yeah.
like this, but
Yeah.
it is really nice and wide too. You guys know my fears of this, and I actually feel pretty good standing here.
Okay.
I don't feel scared.
This is a cool design.
Yeah, I like this a lot. So, we were just chatting like how many people, I mean, you could literally have 20 people on board of this boat. I
Easy.
don't know what it's rated for underway.
Easily.
There are ratings for this, but you can totally like hang out and have 20 people. There's a seating for 20 people on board. On the 36-footer.
And I see these receptacles here, so I can already tell you there is an option for a bow shade. We have these fold-down pad eyes on top of the hardtop. and then these receptacles so you can shade the area. This is a cool spot,
Yeah, very cute.
even when you're at anchor,
Agreed.
because you can sit here, you know, if you sit there, I
Okay.
can sit here. You can actually sit here with 4 or 6 people,
Yeah, totally can
face
hang
each
out.
other, have a nice conversation, you know.
I think it might be a little tight for our knees to sit all together, but you like 2 people are here and 4 people are here could be very comfortable.
Right?
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about anchoring?
Anchoring. Okay, let me open this here. There we go.
Ta-da!
Yeah, so we got our anchor set up here, windlass here, emergency winch handle, and remote control for the anchor winch. And then we have the anchor right in front, super easy to get to.
Yeah, if it ever gets twisted, it's very, very easy to deal with it.
Yeah. So close this back up.
Pop-up cleats on both sides.
Yes. Pop-up cleats, and then we do have also the D-rings here for a bridle.
Oh, nice. What about the side spaces?
You think there's space underneath?
Yeah, there's for sure something there.
Oh, you're right. Let's open this up. Oh, big space actually.
Check that out.
Yeah, deep space too, for dock lines or fenders.
Wow.
And we have that on both sides, of course, because it's a cat. You know what I really like? The way they did the cushions.
Yeah.
You see they have this track here
Yes.
with the rope, and then proper Velcro just on one side, so you never have to take the cushions off to get under, but they're also nicely secured, they're not flying away.
You're not worried that you're gonna lose them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now here, is there anything here? Underneath, or it's just
Don't
a
think
cushion
so.
going
That's,
around?
No, that's just the headroom for the cabins.
But this looks like
That's
there
a hatch.
is a massive, massive hatch here
It
for
is.
one of the cabins.
It is a really big
It's
hatch.
huge.
So I wonder which cabin that goes to.
The bigger one, I think.
Okay.
Well, we'll check it
Well,
out.
let's go back.
Go back this way? Okay, fine. There's cup holders as well. I don't know if you pointed it out already.
I did not, and there are also speakers here for the bow, so you got the sound all over the boat. These ones are cool.
Love these.
Yeah, the quick release for the fenders always comes in very handy.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, on the big boats, that's kind of a tough feature to. I know it's, you know, the fenders get bigger, heavier, and
Yeah.
it gets more dangerous. But with smaller boats, I think it's fantastic to have that.
Agreed. So now with the soft enclosure extension piece there, right, between the hardtop and the windshield.
Yeah.
If it's summer, I'll probably take that out.
Yeah.
And you get the nice breeze through.
You know what's also
beautiful.
nice? You're so far back from it that even if you have any spray or anything, you're probably still staying dry here.
Pretty much.
Because it's the wind and everything. It's just like you're not right next to it.
But it's nice that it's a soft enclosure. If it really starts pouring
You just
and
put
you're on
it
your
in.
way back, you just put it in and you keep
Yeah.
everything dry in here.
Agreed. And you can have the AC and the heater, depending
Yes.
on what it is. You
We
can
have
have it.
we have the vents here.
You can have it bleed into this space, and you can actually have it fully open here. You can even use it off the cabins to make it more. And once the enclosure is in, it's totally usable. It's
True.
fantastic.
True.
Okay.
Okay.
The helm.
I see there's compartments underneath here.
Oh, you see the AC thing right there.
Should
Massive
we open
vent.
this? Should we open and see what that's in there?
Yeah, what is it?
More access.
It looks huge.
Bilge access. Yeah, it's pretty large actually.
Here's the
got
camera.
Got a black water tank there.
Wow, this is really big.
Yeah, there's more space there, and then the black water tank and all your hoses going, of course, in there. And we have that on both sides because
Love it.
Catamaran. So then we have 2 helm chairs here on the port side.
Very, very cute chairs with bolster function.
Passenger chairs,
Look
I
how
guess.
comfortable this is.
Yeah.
And see, this is an example. You do have the decking here and here as well. So yeah, that's different from one we see on the 41.
Yep.
And then there's a little bit of a glove compartment right here and cup holders, AC vents.
Yep, right there.
Nice.
And then we have the same identical setup here. We have 2 helm chairs. Got the helm wheel here. We have our basic navigation switches here, horn switch, windshield wipers, anchor control, bilge pumps, navigation lights, dual Simrad chart plotters on this setup here, which are flush mounted, looks really nice. And then we have the zip wake control, joystick control, shift and throttle controls for the outboards, our ignition switches, and the VHF radio down there. Everything is integrated, so your entertainment system is also controlled here. If we click on audio, there we go. I can control the sound here as well.
Nice. All right, you want to check out the cabins?
Yes.
So on this model, they're not equal. So we'll start with the smaller cabin first. And on the 41, they are equal. And this is where I like to talk about, you know, size doesn't mean something is immediately an upgrade or, you know, it just like makes it better.
In some senses it is.
In some ways, but it depends, because I think it's very interesting when you see these cabins. You guys be the judge. Put in the comments your thoughts. But these cabins are very different on this boat and on a 41. And I'm very curious, which one would you prefer if you were on operator and this is, you know, you're a couple, it's just the two of you, you take friends on board sometimes, people maybe spend the night, but in general it's just, let's say, the two of you. Which one is a better setup?
Well, so go check it out.
All right, so this is a smaller cabin. Let's go down. They have the space-saving stairs. Alrighty, welcome to our compact cabin. We do have this shade here.
Oh,
so
lots of natural light,
yeah,
actually.
there's an openable porthole here, and there's a really large window that is inside of the bookwalk. So it's actually protected, but it's a good amount of light. Show it to you guys. And then the lights are on. This is, I would say, like a very large XL twin bed. Single, yeah, XL twin. Yeah, and then storage-wise, there must be storage underneath.
There are life jackets there right now, but there's storage underneath. Is this also storage? No. That's our breaker box.
Okay.
Right there.
So I think this cabin is really just your overflow. Somebody, you know, crashes for the night, maybe night or two, you go for a weekend with some friends, totally doable. Maybe you're going fishing with your buddies. So let me close this up. So welcome to our head. This is a wet head. We do have our head here. The shower is on top. This is a door we can close. There's an openable.
Okay, so you can.
Yeah.
Oh, it's locked in.
Yeah, it's locked right now.
You can actually move it out this way here too, so you would have a little bit more space in there, right?
What do you mean? This? No, you just close it. There's a rail.
Okay,
you just close it up.
It stays in there. Okay, I see.
Yeah, you close it up like this. Here we go.
Just a space-saving
Yeah,
door.
exactly. Look, like I'm saying, this is an overflow cabin, right? There is a sink right here. You're going to use the head, and most likely in anywhere Caribbean and stuff, you're going to shower off the back of the boat.
You're right.
With your transom shower. I mean, that's what everybody does, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a little bit of storage in here. I don't know if you see that. There's some shelves. And openable porthole, which is nice for some
You know what? You have your own head, you have your own sink.
Exactly. And that's what I think you would be using it for. And then, because of how the bookwalks are set up and the walkway forward, this is our owner's suite, owner's cabin. Check this out. We need a light. There we go.
Oh wow.
Boom. Yeah. How nice is that?
That is very different than I thought it would be.
Yeah. So this is a full-size bed at least, almost a queen.
I think it's a queen on the top end.
It's I would say kind of maybe in between.
Yeah,
There's
maybe.
this large openable overhead hatch right here, which you can open up and have really nice cross breeze coming into here. Then they were able to give you all this storage on outports. Check this out. It's full of stuff in here. Yeah, the boat's going to a Miami boat show from here right after we film it. And yes, and then of course they have an openable porthole right here. There's shade, like all of this is storage.
Of course the space is air conditioned, so you don't need to open the portholes.
Let's switcheroo. And I like what they did here as well. In order to give you some more space, they actually pulled the sink out. They have some storage underneath here, storage here. There's an openable porthole there. And then you have a wet head, but it is definitely a good amount of space. One-person shower, you can totally shower here. And there is still some light coming in through that window right here. So this layout is very different from the 41, so I'm very curious what you guys think when we go check that out. I like this a lot. I think for a couple this works really well. It's a great size bed.
I think if it would be me, I wouldn't mind if it would have both sides the higher walkway around. Because it would give you the opportunity to have the sink here, like on this side.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good trade-off.
Well, you can start your own Brand Catamarans and then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? Let's go check out that 41. Alrighty, 2 for 1 in this video. Let's check out the bigger sister. At this point, the largest, but there's still a 53 that's coming to Cannes Boat Show.
But it's not in the water yet, so this makes this still the flagship at the moment.
Still the flagship for Yacht. So this is Yacht 41. Are you still practicing how to pronounce it?
It's throwing me off.
Yacht.
Yacht or yacht
No,
or
it's yacht.
Yacht, right? With the
yacht.
O.
Yeah, with the O. Yeah,
Yacht.
exactly. Yacht 41, the flagship at this moment. So let's check it out. I'm excited that we got to see the 36, so we get to compare and see the differences and upgrades and
Actually, a lot
trade-offs.
of space on the 36.
Yeah, 36 is a pretty cool boat. I just think of like a 36-foot in general.
Monohull?
Yeah, exactly. That makes such a difference.
Yeah.
And the way they laid out that space, the cabins, it did a really nice job. And what about the color of those cushions?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Okay,
All right.
Let's go and show you this one. This feels right away like a time and a half more of a boat, I feel like.
It does. Well, let me back up quick here. You stay there.
Okay.
We are lucky right now the way we're sitting here because we have both of the bulwarks folded down. It gives you really good perspective on the beam, which is almost like close to 20 feet.
Yeah, it's over 19 feet when the bulwarks are down. That is so impressive.
Even from the stern view, obviously, we have these two huge V12 600 horsepower Mercury. Really interesting with these engines, only the lower unit turns. So the outboards always sit the same way. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I did not.
Yeah, so it's
Really?
Yeah, so when you turn the wheel, only the lower unit is actually what's turning. The outboards sit exactly the same. They always sit straight above the waterline.
Interesting. But this is an option for this model. The standard is 400.
400s, yeah.
Yeah, which is still a lot.
But okay, let me start at the stern, right?
Do it. Yeah. So right away, this is such a cool feature. Should I go demonstrate?
Yeah.
Oh, you just want me to get wet.
No, it's not all the way in the water.
Okay. So this is something we haven't seen before on the catamarans of this size.
Correct.
Right? There are built-in steps right here to make it super comfortable. You do have rails on both sides here. And then this swim platform goes all the way down into the water. We just raised it up for you guys, but it actually goes pretty deep in and it goes kind of like straight down. So it's awesome. It's just such a comfortable way to go in and out on a 41-footer.
But it also goes all the way up.
Correct.
It becomes, this, you can see the cutout, actually let me show it on this side here. This cutout there fits exactly in here. So you have this big platform or deck extension between the outboards all the way aft.
Yeah, it's also great if you're like washing the boat, if you're, have different dockage that you have to back in and stuff. It's just so nice to have this extension because essentially, look, it goes straight, right?
Correct.
Comes up to here. So it's really nice to go on and off the boat.
So if you're in the mat, for example, and you mat tie, you mat more, stern in, anywhere stern in, this is very easy to actually get on board and off board as well.
I absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure that they created it on their own and it's all their own design here and very cool. Love that.
So obviously, as you guys can see, if you wanted to tilt up the outboards, these massive outboards right now, it wouldn't really work because it would actually hit this. So this whole hatch here flips up when you tilt your outboards all the way up, and then it creates a room to actually be in there, sit in there. But if you have them down like right now, it's a nice extension here for you to walk through.
Well, real quick, I think everybody's probably wondering what that's behind us.
Yeah.
So maybe we should mention this seedy, which is actually
Seedy? So cool.
Which is actually another brand under Katana's umbrella.
Yep.
And this is going to be actually their office. It just got here for the Catamaran Guru. But you can get these as a 2-bedroom little floating.
Far, what we have heard, they come in 2 versions. One is an office version, and the other one is a bungalow version.
Yeah, bungalow version, exactly.
Houseboat.
How cute is this?
Super
anyway,
cute.
completely.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is a rooftop as well.
Huge
Freaking
rooftop.
Cool.
Okay, well, once they get one that they can show us that you can live on, maybe we come back and do a tour. Let us know in the comments if it's something you guys want to see. But I know that we've done a few of these houseboats and you guys are loving those. So
I think they should just give us one for a couple of months or so to try out.
Yeah, that'll be so fun. We might even have some spot for it in another country. Oh. Did I say too much? Okay, let's go. Back to the tour. 41.
So we have sitting overload here. I just did a count.
He did a rough count.
I did a very rough count.
What'd you come up with?
I think I stopped at 20.
20?
20 spots for people to sit.
Did you count the bow as well?
And it's probably 25.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is crazy. All right, so here. So we have identical seating arrangements here, but we do have them set up differently so you guys can see what the options are. So of course you have a high-low table right here.
And then below that we have the access hatch to the starboard sponson, which, let me just open it quick.
Oh.
Show you guys, since we don't have inboard engines. So we do have a lot of space here actually to store toys, equipment, tools, access obviously to your machinery. We have a battery sitting there, we have the fuel tank there, we have freshwater tank there. So all your technical space essentially. So on the port side we have the generator, starboard side we have tanks.
Awesome. Well, already did the deep dive, so back to the luxuries of laying out.
All right.
And then this is a convertible backrest.
Yeah, I think you have to unlock it here. You gotta pull this pin and then
pulled. And then you can flip it to sit this way.
correct.
Very nice. And
Should
then
we push it back?
yeah, let's do that.
Did it lock in? No, not yet. Okay.
No, okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, that cushion needs to be just zipped up. And then of course this backrest. Oh, we don't have
just
it
show
there.
it here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I lift it up?
No, you just push
just
it
push
forward,
it forward
and it unlocks. There you go.
Ta-da! How cool is that? And then of course that can become full layout, massive cushion.
Yeah.
Like on this side. Check this out.
Yeah, that cushion is also not zipped up there.
Yeah. How
It's not broken.
No, it just needs to be zippers need to be zipped up. It's a brand new boat, okay? This is getting ready for the Miami Boat Show, which is now at the time you guys are watching it is happening. And if you guys want to come see this boat, it's a Saturday, so there's still one more day left of Miami Boat Show. You can come check it out.
And the rest of today.
Yeah, exactly. And the rest of today.
Yeah.
So this is massive. This cushion comes off right here. And if you're just would like to have lunch or dinner, you can easily sit here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 people. And then you can put little poofs on the outside. So technically, 12.
You know what I just
here.
noticed? What's really cool? This is not just an option down or up. It also stops at other angles.
Interesting.
So now if you want to lay and face forward, this is comfortable.
Very comfortable, agreed.
You know?
Yeah, very
You don't
cool.
even need a cushion, like a loose cushion.
Yeah, you're right.
Pillow, that's what I meant.
You don't need a pillow.
You don't need a pillow.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, stops
Very
at any spot.
So then you see this massive electrical awning that comes out of our hardtop. You can see the way we're sitting now, we don't get to experience the shade, but if we go the other way around, like this is a massive amount of shade. So I absolutely love that. And the next question I had is, what about the soft enclosure? Is that standard or is that an option? I just assumed it would be an option, but it's standard.
Even the aft portion of it?
Yeah, the aft portion as well. So you can completely enclose this space and have air conditioning or heater running.
Very cool.
Which is, you guys see I'm wearing a sweater in this video in Miami.
But it's actually kind of warm now, right?
No, it is cold and it was
In the sun.
39 degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
39 degrees, you guys.
It was cold.
Anyway, if you like the sweater, we do have them in the shop. We have them in 3 or 4 different colors. So you can check it out. I'll put a little QR code for you right here. I know a bunch of you bought the navy one with white, but how cute is this one? Very cute.
I keep making new t-shirts too.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of some funny stuff from Rico there. And what, you're wearing a wrong hat today.
What am I wearing?
Full displacement.
I forgot already.
And the full displacement we even have in an apron, which I think is a really cool idea for an apron.
To wear on your head?
No, to wear it when you're cooking your barbecue.
I think I do have one, no?
Yeah, you do have one, correct.
We need to take a picture of this and post it.
Yeah, and then also just wanted to say we do have some new jewelry in the shop. How cute is that? That actually says Naughty by Nature.
This is cool. I like
Yep.
that.
Very cute. And then, of course, my absolute favorite. I've had this for probably 10 years, and it still looks
anchor.
brand new.
Yeah, all the anchor stuff.
Check out the shop. Just a quick shout out if you guys are interested. All right, let's keep going.
So this is a big layout cushion here as well. Like,
Huge.
Napping,
Absolutely
a good napping
huge.
spot. But it looks like we have a massive storage
Yeah,
underneath.
what is that? I see the opening. Do we need to check that out?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't I use my assistant for this?
You don't want to
No, you can
open
do it.
That's super light.
Oh, look at that. Whoa! The shocks. This is a huge space.
Oh, really big space actually.
What is that?
That's great.
Oh, just a box.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Fantastic.
Because you do need storage space for all your covers and stuff, and that's a perfect spot for this.
So as you see the difference between the 36 and 41, on the 36 we had this walk-arounds on both sides, and we didn't have the central walkthrough. And here we do
like that.
have the central walkthrough.
I do like the
Well, you
central
like bigger
one.
boats in general.
But on the other hand, the 36 feels more like a family center console,
Yeah,
right?
agreed.
This doesn't.
I mean, there's a huge difference between these two boats
Yeah.
in the amount of livable space that you're experiencing. And the way that this is laid out, this just gives you more, feels like interior livable space versus the other way is you have this really, really comfortable walkways on both
Agreed.
sides. And I like how they were, you know, different. They were not the same.
What I really like that when they designed this boat, they clearly thought about where they're placing their speakers. When you have a boat like this here, it's an entertaining platform, right? I mean, even if
Sure.
you spend a week on it in the Bahamas, but most of the time I think people just gonna have friends over, family over, use it as an entertainment platform. A lot of times, you know, it's an afterthought and they're just getting mounted in the ceiling like this pair there. But if they would be mounted here in the ceiling right now, it wouldn't really do much for anything happening behind the boat. And then you start with aftermarket stuff and so on and so on. They actually integrated this really nicely here, already angled aft, so you have the sound behind the boat, and then obviously a massive subwoofer as well. It's 2026.
Six.
Yeah, it's time.
What's that? What are these?
Oh, more storage.
Is it?
You know what? Oh, okay.
What? Love that.
So wait a minute, do we have that on the aft ones too? No, there is a water inlet there and shore power connection.
Are these the same?
Oh, there's also our transom shower here. We missed all this.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Then
do
freshwater fill is also here.
Storage here.
Yep.
Very nice.
Good spot for it.
Cup holders, and now let's show you the entertainment space, right? So we do have this bar. I like that they have this, that you can actually close it up. It also has a sink right here. There's lots of countertop space right here. There is, oh, wait, I thought it was, is it trash? Or is
I
it a
think
wine
so.
cooler? Trash, right?
I think it's a trash can.
Okay, fine. It is a trash can. But
Unless it's a trash can here, no.
But it also could be a ice bucket if you wanted to. For your champagne, you can make it one.
Yeah.
And then,
Cup holders.
yes, and then storage here. Then we do have a fridge right here. And we have a drawer fridge as well. And what is this here? It's for all your
wow.
for all your utilities. For all your for all your utensils that you're going to be using here to barbecue. 3 cup holders right here. And look, the same thing. They built this in, and you actually have your protection here from when you're grilling.
And also, since it is covered, you have the sensor down here. So if this is closed, it should turn off.
Oh, I see. But it is a full outdoor galley. You know why?
No,
Because you still have a freezer right here.
I see.
A drawer freezer. So
Yeah.
it is a true galley. You can absolutely cook here. And then as you walk forward, you do have still 4 more seats. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely love whatever this fabric is. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
it's-
describe it. 'Cause
It's like a vinyl, I think.
but it's like a fabric at the same time.
It's a fabric at the yeah.
It's very
It
nice.
seems like a coated fabric.
And these bucket seats are so comfortable.
Yeah.
They even have the
Bolster function.
bolster. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Super cool. So these two are just co-pilot chairs basically, and you've got 2 pilot chairs on this side.
Correct.
This is cool.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to experience this.
It goes all the way forward to the windshield.
Oh, I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have kids, this is probably going to be their absolutely favorite spot on the boat. I love that. Oh, how nice it is to just being able
It's-
to lay here with a book or your iPad or just,
And
you know.
they have it come up a little bit here, so you
Super
don't roll. You don't roll down.
No, and it's super comfortable here too. Check this out. On both sides?
Yeah, on both sides.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have here? So we have 3 cup holders right here. You see this air conditioning and the heater we talked about?
Yeah, the vents.
Yeah, and then of course you have your little glove compartment.
Mm-hmm.
There's even little ocean handles here, look. What about the helm?
Helm here on the starboard side. Again, 2 helm chairs with the bolster function as well. I mean, yeah, visibility is. you're already standing so high here. Like, I mean, I don't even need to go any higher than this. So we got the helm wheel here, dual chart plotters. Of course, this is just a protective film, which they are leaving on because I don't want to have it scratched up before.
Oh no, why did you tell? I would have loved to have extra comments about people talking smack. That helps our
It's a brand new design.
Yeah, what is that?
Brand new design. So
All right,
again, we
fine.
have our vents here for the AC or heater, fire suppression system, cup holder. This one has the joystick for the outboards, shift and throttle control, zip brake control right here, windshield wiper control, anchor winch control, the horn switch, and then here on the right side we have our bilge pumps and navigation lights as well, and then some light switches here on the left side of the helm wheel. Down here we have our VHF radio, little step here to put your feet when you're actually sitting in the chair. Oh yeah, this is comfy.
Very comfy.
Yeah. Then we do have the center door we can open up, so we get a lot of airflow through here. But if that's not enough, you can also open up the soft enclosure here on the starboard side and the port side, which
And
gives you more an open feel.
How tall it is.
Right?
It is very tall. Look, this is 6'8". It is very tall. It's very comfortable, very tall.
And if you think about a center console, right, a lot of times you're still so much in the sun, even with the little T-top they have on top of the center console. This here protects you.
I agree. Yeah, the more and more we spend time in the, hot climates, cruising in a hot climate, there is a lot of sun. You are constantly trying to escape the sun because no matter what you do, with the bounce from the white decks, you get a lot of the sun exposure, even when you're in the shade.
Yeah.
So it is very nice to have this hardtop.
Agreed.
I'm
Okay.
becoming more and more that person that appreciates enclosed spaces on the boat. I feel like coming from California, it's a very different way of boating. Like the west coast of US is very different. You're constantly searching for the sun, for the warmth.
For a little bit of sun to just keep you warm.
Yeah, exactly. Very different. Okay,
All right,
so I
moving
think
forward.
what we're gonna do is we're going to go all the way forward first, show you guys the bow, and then we're gonna show you the staterooms.
Okay.
Okay, I'm walking
So
forward.
again, this here can close up. You have the bottom door here, which just closes like that.
Like
And then-
so, as Nick would say.
Like Nick would say, exactly. And then the top actually just flips over and seals up the whole space.
I love that as well. I love that they have it split because that's really nice, because most of the time you will have it one way or the other. So you're not going to use the
Well, I
whole
mean, just
thing unless
thinking
it's
like
really
you
bad weather.
have pets or kids and
Yeah.
you want to just,
Very
underway, you
safe.
don't want them to go to the bow, you just close the bottom door, leave the top open to get the airflow.
Yeah,
makes
very,
sense.
very safe. Agree.
You want to have the option.
All right, come on out.
And then, of course, we have a big deck drain here. If you take any waves over the bow, it will drain right here.
All right. I feel like I need to be demonstrating this layout cushions.
So space for two and a half people.
Yeah, it's equal on both sides. This is nice too. Look at this. They built in this
Armrest.
armrest. It's so
Armrest with a cup
comfortable.
holder, and then
Yeah.
again, integrated speaker right there, subwoofer here in the center, and then another speaker here on the starboard side. So you have the sound all over the boat, well
And
distributed.
they did this backrest all the way around, so you can technically sit the other way and still have backrest. So it's very, very comfortable. And
True.
what's this? Is there like a storage or something underneath? Why does it
Probably.
have an opening?
Yeah, you just flip that back.
All the way?
Yep. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
like
what you're
this.
saying.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Unexpected.
Oh, you can hide bodies in here. Look at this space.
And we have this times 2. So
Wow.
that's a lot of storage space.
So that's for all
actually.
your like fenders and lines and
Toys too.
toy. You're right.
Inflatable, stand-up paddleboard. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of space in here. Plenty.
Fantastic.
Yeah, really cool. Didn't expect it, but if you don't open things, right, you won't know.
You don't open, you don't know. We do have that T-shirt on the shop as well.
Since you already have it in
Doing
your hands.
really good camera work.
Well, let's put in the comments if the camera work is good or not. I think it's a little shaky.
Stop.
So our windlass right here, safety, windlass remote right here. And then of course we have our emergency winch handle all nicely tucked in here. Anchor right there. So even if you had a bridle, it would be very, very easy actually.
How is the
to put
visibility?
that on.
Can
Oh, very easy.
you show us with the camera?
Yeah, anchor's right here. So if you would have to turn it when it comes up the wrong way, no problem at all. You can just grab over and turn it.
Fantastic. You ready to see some cabins?
Sure. We
Okay.
do have 2 hatches here, I see.
Yeah, these belong to our cabins. And there is space up here as well. I just wanted to show you guys. Look, there's a lot of space. And I mean, I know you don't think of these things, but if you are using the boat, like, you know, in the Caribbean, you're constantly in and out of the water. You need to, like, a basket with some towels and your sunscreen and some hats
mosquito repellent, whatever.
These are really nice spaces. You could have a nice soft basket there or there, and it just kind of expands your storage space that you might need for your everyday essentials that you're constantly using on a boat. Hats.
Okay.
I feel like that's always laying everywhere. So I like that. I like that they have these little indentations here. All right, which side? It doesn't really matter because they're the same.
Okay, starboard.
Starboard. Okay, fine. Is this starboard? Okay, coming down.
So they did a little bit of asymmetrical steps here. So you start on the right side.
Yeah.
I mean, you start with the correct foot, otherwise it's going to be too tight, but it's very comfortable if you start with the right foot.
This is interesting, right? Because we're going to compare it to the 36, and then remember I said, like, it's not all an upgrade. Some things feel like a little bit of a trade-off as well.
I know, because we have the center walkway here.
Exactly.
The 36 does not have that.
Yeah, so that one cabin was so big.
It felt almost bigger. The bed felt almost bigger, right?
One of the beds was definitely very large. But this is still good. This is a full-size bed right here with all the extra extensions. You do have your overhead hatch with mosquito screen and your blackouts and everything you need here. Storage-wise, we do have a little storage right here. There's a massive storage underneath as well. Check this out.
Oh wow!
You see
yes,
that?
yes.
So you could put your suitcase. It's very big.
So something behind you too.
Yeah. And then right here, there's a little bit more storage right here. And look, they did like this little built-in shelves here. They basically, you know, squeezed all the storage they could. And
a porthole.
oh yeah, there's openable porthole. Check this out. No, I was gonna say there's a storage here.
What is it?
Oh, you are stuck in a bathroom.
Yeah.
Check this out. Oh, you might want to come out. This is your department.
Fine.
Check it out.
Washing machine?
No. Why is that your department?
That's joking. Okay, so we do have fuses here. More fuses. Breaker switches for our pump outs and fresh water. And battery switches.
Okay, and underneath?
We do have
What's that? Oh, okay.
breakers.
Check it out.
We do have our high voltage breaker panel here actually, yeah. So all our breakers right down here.
Perfect, and still some storage left.
Yeah, actually it's still a hanging locker.
Yeah, a hanging locker right there.
Interesting.
And then the head, ready? Okay. I am in the shower. It is a 2-person shower. Shocking, actually. This is big.
It's a large shower.
Yeah, it's very big.
That's
Look how big
definitely a
that is.
huge difference to the 36.
Yeah, for
36
sure.
had a wet head.
Yeah.
This is a nice walk-in shower.
Yeah, there's a little storage here. There is an openable porthole on this side. And then look right here, there's a nice window. I like how they did all the windows right away. They put that tint on it just to keep the privacy. Yep. And then here we have our storage. This is large.
Yeah, pretty good size.
And your head right here. Nice sink. There's a mirror.
Good size.
Yeah, let's go check out the other side. It should be equal, but I want to make sure that you guys still trust us. We will show you. Oh, thank you. Sunglasses. Okay. And they do have fans in here, which is nice. That is something I like on all the Bally's that we've chartered. There's always fans in all the rooms. It's just standard. I love that a lot because you're going to use it all the time.
True.
You're going to open this up, put this fan on, have these doors open. You have a really nice crosspiece going through here. And is it the same?
It's the same. Complete mirror image, full walk-in shower. Yeah, that's a good size shower.
What about this? Because there's no way this is the same. We got to check this out.
Let's look. Let's close this door. Full closet.
Yeah, you have a proper hanging locker and some more storage.
Yep. Definitely more storage here, so better cabin.
So when I said equal, it's not 100%.
Half equal.
This is a better cabin if you have more stuff.
All right.
I hope you guys enjoyed our 2 tours, 2 for 1, 2 in 1.
Yacht premiere on our channel.
Yeah, Yacht brand. This gives you a good overview of what's there, and there's that 53 that's coming. Cannot wait to see that. So put in the comments what you guys thought of it. Which one would you choose?
Exactly.
If it's not about money, or maybe it is about the slip or the space, like which one would be?
Always bigger is better.
Yeah,
right?
which one would be the right one for you? I'm very, very curious to see that. Put in the comments, and check us out on the Patreon. Here's a QR code right here. Check out the shop, shop90.com, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao. Introducing a brand new power. Blah.
Then we have a shore power. Sorry. Then we have a.
So there is a built-in. There's a bit. Blah, 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 blah.